Every week they're getting better, and we're getting back where we need to be. Coach Cuonzo Martin.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was a good win for us last night. Just like Dean mentioned, one thing we're playing is a Princeton-style offense, how Vanderbilt run. They run a ball screen in a Princeton-style offense with not a lot of prep time. It's a great offense to keep you in games because it runs the shot clock and it puts you in tough situations, especially when you have four guys out there that can make perimeter shots from the three-point line. So give those guys credit with their game plan and Princeton offense being effective for them. And we found a way to get that win. It's good to find a way to get a win like that. Unfortunately, we got lucky, in my opinion, because I had two of my guys, I don't want to say their name, didn't do a good job boxing out at the end. They missed the shots, but I think quite a few of those have gone against us. We found a way to get the W, but it's good. As far as the state of our team, I'll count the injuries first. With Jerron Mayman, he's not practicing, but he's doing individual work. He's getting shots. He get up and down the floor, which is good to see him. His body's looking good. He's active. So that's always a great sign for me as a coach to have a guy with that type of energy and enthusiasm to be around and have him back next year. And I think the thing that he brings to the table for us right now is his passion, his energy on the bench, his leadership skills, being a part of practice, motivating guys, getting them going. So that's always good. And Trey Golden went down with a hamstring injury yesterday, so we're not sure the status. He'll get checked today, whether it's a strain, tear, pull, we're not sure. So hopefully we find that out sooner than later. So I thought he was active early in that first half in that game. So unfortunately he went down. But credit to Brandon Lopez, came in, competed, hadn't played since the Memphis game. Came in, was active, was ready, and it was good to see because this guy, what happens once you get to this time of year, your practice time is maybe an hour, 10 minutes, if that. So a lot of practice situation outside the first 15 minutes of skill work, he's not involved in the practice outside of being a cheerleader and coaching guys. So for him to come in a game like that with not a lot of reps on his belt was just tremendous to see. And then you're having 3 games in 6 days. We didn't do any practice, really. There's a lot of walkthroughs. And I just told the staff, let's try to survive this one here tonight because you can see the guys' legs starting to go a little bit, even though we didn't practice. But, that takes a toll on you, especially when you're playing in those games, those such emotional games going either way. That takes a lot because I know how I feel after those games. So I can only imagine how the guys feel. So it's great to get those out of the way. As far as, Jordan McRae and Jarnell Stokes, I think those guys are doing a really good job of, putting themselves at the top of the league in respective categories. Jordan's done a good job of scoring the basketball. And one thing about him, when I took over the program, and I heard he could be a scorer. So one of the things about him, when you call about guys, you're trying to find out about him. You talk to the previous staff, he had the ability to score the ball. I think right now he's done a good job of really being aggressive and scoring. Because about 3 weeks ago, the thing I talked to him about is if you're going to be a scorer, then be a scorer. I don't know too many scorers leave the game with 4 or 5 missed shots or 4 or 5 attempts. Scorers get their shots, so you get your money's worth, so to speak. So he certainly tried to get his money's worth last night, so I'll give him that because he's going to get them up. That's one thing about him. He's going to get his fair shots. But what he's done a good job is trying to get fouled, getting to the free throw line, being aggressive, being in attack mode. And then also to see the growth of Jarnell Stokes. And I saw it coming. Like I said, the Alabama game at Alabama, got in some foul trouble. Some things didn't go his way, but I thought he was aggressive in trying to post and trying to play. And he's improving his ability to score with bigger guys. And that's the biggest key, getting around him, then going up as opposed to trying to body him. He got to get around, then up. He's done a good job with that. But I think in the last 2 games, this is the type of guy he can be on a consistent basis, a guy that demands a double team, a double guy on a consistent basis because he has that ability and that physical stature. And he's very mobile for his size. So it's good to see for our guys. Now we got to get our perimeter guys making shots because when they're sitting that double team at them, got to be able to knock those shots down. It was good to see Skylar McBee knock some down. And I thought that would be a great game for Skylar going into that game because that's his style, that Princeton-style offense. Give him a chance to have pace and see what's going on. On the other end, there would be shots because of the double team with Jarnell Stokes, and he knocked them down. So that was good for us.